They say that great things come from small beginnings. That can be said about the League of Corporate Foundations, or LCF. What is now an association of almost 100 corporate foundations and companies in the Philippines began in 1991 as a brainchild of a few like-minded organizations who gathered to share each other's best fit practices on how the business sector can help improve society.
There is greater impact when programs and projects are done in a collective manner. To be able to achieve social change, there needs to be a deliberate complementation in programs and projects that various organizations implement. We saw therefore the potential of a collective force to professionalize community relations and corporate philanthropy.
The group during the time wanted to prove that corporate foundation exists because there are needs of societies that need to be answered.
In 1996, LCF officially registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Since then, corporate social responsibility in the Philippines has evolved, with LCF being at the forefront of the CSR advocacy.
We aspire for a financially inclusive society. So essentially that contributes to a better nation. We can only do so much. But if we multiply it by 100 members, diba? Multiply rin yung impact namin by 100, right? And LCF as an organization aims to get together these like-minded organizations, these foundations, to work on specific common goals as one.
We all felt that under our corporate big brothers, we were being guided expertly. And so learning from each other this way, there was like a wider space forward that was created for everyone so that we could really participate in nation building.
Each of our organization, you see, has its own strengths. But individually, we can only create a ripple. On the other hand, if we work in concert, then we can really generate a big wave, a wave strong enough to effect a lasting change in society. And true enough, over the past 25 years, LCF and its members have been making waves.
It has been honing and nurturing the country's best CSR practitioners and thought leaders, influencing the inclusion of CSR in business administration education, recognizing the best in CSR advocacy through the CSR Guild Awards, one of the 6 largest NGO networks that established the Philippine Council for NGO Certification, or PCNC, and one of the founding members of the ASEAN CSR Network, reinforcing its vision as a leading network of practice-based strategic CSR that advances sustainable development. A business sector that's committed to engage with communities and partner institutions by advancing arts and culture, ensuring disaster resilience, promoting education for all, supporting sustainable livelihoods and enterprises, addressing the need for environmental protection, espousing financial inclusion for everyone, and championing the Filipinos' health and well-being. LCF puts its advocacy to practice through programs that provide learning opportunities for stakeholders, research and course offerings by its flagship program, the CSR Institute, roadshow activities for fellow institutions via CSR On The Go, and the CSR Lecture Series for university students. And finally, the LCF CSR Expo, its annual conference and exposition since 2001. LCF stages the expo every first week of July, officially declared as National CSR Week. The mobility restrictions and safety protocols due to COVID-19 pandemic did not hinder the LCF and its members from reaching out to communities and institutions severely impacted by the health crisis. The 19th CSR Expo and Conference highlights the theme, Rebuilding Together with a Changing Landscape of CSR. This year, the LCF marks its silver anniversary. Indeed, there are challenges ahead for CSR in the Philippines, and LCF looks ahead, ready to face the new normal.
I encourage those companies who have foundations or companies that are thinking about doing sustainable work in terms of working with communities to join the LCF, because there's a lot that you can learn, not just from the LCF as an organization, but that's very important, but more so from the fellow members that you'll be interacting with. That's how we grew. Learning from our peers.
Of course, 25 years is a milestone. Be part of the next 25 years or so. In anything and everything we do, we have to keep the pride. We gotta be proud enough to say that we can do it, but we can do it better together. Kaya muling paalala ko sa bawat isa, manatili tayong maging makinig sa isip, sa salita, at sa gawa sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay para sa ating kapwa at sa nag-iisang bayan natin.
It may take a while before we can fully recover from the effects of the pandemic. But as shown by LCF's 25 years of CSR excellence, we can always look forward to a better and brighter future together.
Year after year, one thing has remained constant. Our goal to ensure meaningful economic development and uplift the lives of the people we serve. Every time we energize our cities, fulfill the dreams of the many, forge genuine partnerships, connect ideas, design experiences, and solve our toughest challenges. We drive change for a better world. From a small town in the Visayas to our journey to become global, we will remain at the helm. Because our business is your story of firm foundations, purposeful growth, and the future that we share. Aboitiz, 100 years of advancing business and communities.
Enabling change and uplifting communities. This is the driving force behind Manila Water Foundation.
Manila Water Foundation is the heart of the Manila Water Company.
Established in 2005 as Manila Water Company's social development arm, MWF has since become a non-stock, non-profit organization accredited by the Philippine Council for NGO Certification and recognized by related government agencies. In 2017, MWF shifted to focus on WASH. WASH, or Water Access, Sanitation and Hygiene Education, leverages on Manila Water's business expertise.
Manila Water Foundation's vision is to be the enabler of change through sustainable water access, sanitation, and hygiene education for marginalized communities in the Philippines. And the Foundation's mission is to create and implement participatory and responsive WASH programs contributing to holistic community development.
To contribute to the global social development agenda, the Foundation anchored its advocacy to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals.
Internationally, we are aligned with the UN SDGs, or the UN Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 1, No Poverty. SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being. SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. SDG 14, Life Below Water. And SDG 17, Partnerships for the Goals.
MWF empowers communities through a holistic and integrated WASH program following a three-stage approach. Water access. Safe, clean, and potable water is made available through developing water supply systems. Sanitation. Safely managed sanitation facilities or toilets are made accessible for proper waste containment, disposal, and management. Hygiene. Educational institutions and communities will be educated on proper hygiene practices to reduce health risks at all times. This is made in a participatory approach where the community takes ownership and WASH becomes the community's agenda.
Masaya at nakaroon kami ng tubig. Binigay ng Manila Water Foundation. Masaya kami. Hindi nun kaya namin masukulin ito. Ang sobrang saya po namin doon sa aming komunidad.
May minsan na naranasan namin na hingian na lang ng tubig. Ngayon, sawa kami sa tubig. May gripo pa. Ang tubig po talaga, importante sa buhay ng tao yan. Kasama ng buhay ang tubig na yan.
The integrated WASH program is at the core of MWF, which brought forth the flagship programs. Lingap, providing safe, clean, and potable water to public institutions such as schools and health centers for drinking, hand washing, and toothbrushing. Ahon Tubig, building standalone water supply system and subsidizing piped-in water connections to low-income communities. Ahon Sanitasyon, providing communal sanitation facilities and interventions. Health in our hands, educating communities on the importance of proper hygiene practices as key for healthy living. Moreover, the Foundation is able to reach more people throughout the years through its special programs. Agapay Tubig, deploying drinking water to communities affected by disasters, and Agapay Sanitasyon, constructing sanitation facilities like transitional toilets in communities displaced by disasters and calamities. In 2015, the Foundation launched the Prize for Engineering Excellence, which recognizes notable Filipino engineers whose innovations helped solve development problems in the areas of water, sanitation, sustainability, and the environment. With this is the Experts Bureau, a circle of the prize's awardees who can be tapped as resource persons or consultants in WASH-related activities. Manila Water Foundation's programs are made possible by its partners and the WASH volunteers, a pool of Manila Water enterprise talents and external stakeholders who selflessly give their time and resources to MWF's initiatives.
Looking forward, Manila Water Foundation envisions to scale up and expand our initiatives. And this has been made possible with all the stakeholders and partners. We will commit that we'll be able to resolve WASH issues one community at a time. We hope that our impact will be more meaningful. And when we leave the community, that community can be sustained by the community itself.
Sa bawat tahanan na aming pinapasok, sa bawat pamilya na aming kinakausap, at sa bawat bata na aming inaalagaan. Ito ang higit na nagbibigay sa aming inspirasyon para maipagpatuloy ang aming hadikain na mapagbigay ng malinis na tubig ng maayos na palikuran sa bawat komunidad. We will continue our efforts to provide clean and safe water
and safely manage toilets so that we could provide the dignity and hope for every family.
This is what we have signed up for, and we have only just begun.
Today I wake up to a new day, not knowing what this day will hold. Sometimes it's hard to get by, but I am reminded of the things that push me forward. The people who give me that little boost. A smile, a helping hand, it's those little things in between that make your journey in life full. And if we help each other, connect with one another, we may just be able to reach them a little easier. Because everyday acts of kindness can go a long way.
Hey, wash up, wash up! We support the Brigada Eskwela 2021 National Kickoff as we energize an important campaign on wash or water access, sanitation, and hygiene. We also strengthen partnerships that complement the Department of Education's efforts to ensure quality basic education. With the Brigada Eskwela 2021 theme, Bayanihan para sa Paaralan, we welcome you all to the LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya MOA signing between Aboitiz Foundation and Manila Water Foundation. Good afternoon, everyone. Maayong hapon sa tanan, marhay na hapon sa Indogabos. I am Nix Hipolito of Manila Water Foundation, and I am very pleased to be your host for this afternoon's event. Now, this is another milestone for the program LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya to support this goal. Handang paaralan para sa handang pasukan. Ayan. Dear friends, you know, LCFWinS is a collaboration between and among corporations and corporate foundations in support to the Wash in Schools program of the Department of Education. Ayan. This supports and strengthens the basic education learning continuity plan of the department in this time of the pandemic. Now, LCFWinS is also aligned with one of the League of Corporate Foundations' strategic pillars, and that is collective impact. It is the network's ability to convene, participate, collaborate, and build partnerships among its members and other stakeholders towards addressing gaps in social development. And today, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaibigan, we will demonstrate the inspiring power of collaboration with another partner which aims to scale up beyond doing good to building communities together. And the valued partner that I am referring to is none other than the Aboitiz Foundation. The Aboitiz Foundation has been committed to its mission of helping people help themselves and pursuing its vision to be the neighbor of choice. Its CSR programs are on education, enterprise development, and the environment, with the goal of co-creating safe, empowered, and sustainable communities. They are always ready to help in times of calamities, and they aim to be among the first to respond. Ayan. And so now, with this partnership that we are celebrating today, hygiene facilities will be constructed in 9 partner schools endorsed by the business units of the Aboitiz Group. And 800 sets of hygiene kits will also be handed over to school communities to keep them safe and healthy while learning from home. Now, I'd like to give a special shout out to all our generous donors, all the Aboitiz business units who supported us in this significant project. And they are from Aboitiz Power, Therma Luzon Incorporated in Pagbilao, Quezon, Therma Visayas Incorporated in Toledo City, Cebu, AP Renewables Incorporated, Macban Geo in Calauan, Laguna, and Tiwi Geo in Tiwi, Albay. A shout out din po sa San Carlos Sun Power Incorporated in Negros Occidental, Davao Light and Power Corporation in Davao City, Subic Enerzone Corporation in Olongapo City, Zambales, and Lima Enerzone Corporation in Lipa City, Batangas. Wow, ang dami kong regions na natanggap, na nabanggit, ano? So, hiningal ako doon. So, ganun po kalawak ang maaabot ng ating pagtutulungan. Kaya naman sa mga nasa Cebu, sa mga nanonood sa atin dyan sa Cebu, maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. And also to Davao also, no? Sa mga nanonood naman sa Bacolod, kumusta ka muda? And sa mga nasa Bicol region, marahay na hapon sa Indogabos. Ayan. Sa mga nanonood po sa amin on Facebook and social media, I hope that you are all energized with this partnership. And I'd like to invite you to like and share this live event so that more people can celebrate with us and be inspired with this collaboration. Ayan. Samahan nyo na rin po ng hashtags. Ano? The hashtag is hashtag LCFWinS, hashtag Wash for All Communities, and hashtag A Kinder World. Okay, so ayan. Don't forget to include these hashtags when you like and share this event. Now, I'd also want to greet those from the general public who are watching us right now and who are considering to collaborate with Manila Water Foundation. This is an open invitation for you to write to us, and let's create a positive difference through WASH. And so once again, ladies and gentlemen, like and share this live event right now with the hashtags hashtag LCFWinS, hashtag Wash for All Communities, and hashtag A Kinder World. Ayan. Kung bakit? Itong dahilan. Because we will choose 10 lucky event sharers who will win load cards worth 100 pesos each. Ayan. So ito po yung mapapanalunan natin, no? O, diba? So, na-inspire ka na, nanalo ka pa. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, umpisahan na natin ang ating programa. To know more about the program LCFWinS and this collaboration, we are pleased to have the Executive Director of Manila Water Foundation, Mr. Reginald M. Andal.
Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Magandang hapon, mga katubig. As an organization with a core advocacy of WASH, or Water Access, Sanitation, and Hygiene, we are grateful to be the implementing partner of the League of Corporate Foundations, Aboitiz Group, and Aboitiz Foundation through its President and CEO, Maribeth Marasigan, for LCFWinS, Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya. In our country, almost half of all schools in the Philippines do not have group hand washing facilities with soap available for their students. It is good to note, though, that the DepEd-WINS Report 2020 indicates that more schools are making great progress in WASH conditions. From 9%, it is now 26.5% of nearly 40,000 participating schools that are reaching the national standards of WASH in Schools program. We will continue to support the efforts of the Department of Education, especially now that we are in a pandemic, when proper hand washing with clean water and soap is one of the minimum public health standards and considered to be the most effective yet least expensive practice or habit against communicable diseases, including COVID-19. Our MOA signing today between Aboitiz Foundation and Manila Water Foundation, as supported by business units under the Aboitiz Group, is a demonstration of our collective effort and impact, working together to create the enabling environment and the right conditions for good hand hygiene in schools. As for the LCFWinS, we ensure three key elements. One, there is access to an infrastructure with reliable supply of water and drainage of gray and wastewater. Second, there is access to supplies such as soap to motivate and embed the habit and practice of proper hand washing. And third, there is access to information on how and when to properly wash their hands with reminders on responsible use of water and on COVID-19 precautionary measures. The facility design, which follows the minimum public health standards, was also vetted by the Department of Education and also the Department of Health. Compared to makeshift or portable hand washing bins, we construct permanent, solid-looking infrastructures that are safe, durable, sustainable, and more hygienic, as we acknowledge that these are long-term investments which would be needed by our learners and teachers even beyond the pandemic. With the impact that this meaningful and sustainable project that we will provide, we commend Aboitiz Foundation, Aboitiz Power, AP Renewables, San Carlos Sun Power, Davao Light and Power, Therma Luzon, Therma Visayas, Subic Enerzone, and Lima Enerzone as they co-create resilient and empowered learning environment and build a kinder world for our learners and teachers in 9 public elementary schools across the country. As what WHO Director General Tedros says, we must prioritize children's learning. This would mean making sure that schools are safe to reopen, including access to hand hygiene, clean drinking water, and safe sanitation. Patuloy po ang aming suporta sa okay o Oplan Kalusugan sa DepEd sa ating hangarin na magkaroon ng ligtas na inuming tubig, maayos na palikuran, sapat na hand washing facilities bilang paghahanda sa pagbabalik eskwela ng ating mga mag-aaral. Ating papalaganapin at papanatilihin ang kalinisan at kalusugan sa mga paaralan kasama ang mga guro, magulang at estudyante. Ito ang tunay na bayanihan para sa paaralan. And your Manila Water Foundation commits to continue bringing WASH for all communities. Have a great day, everyone. Wash up, wash up.
Thank you so much, Sir Reg. Wash up, wash up. Ayan. In just 1 year, ladies and gentlemen, LCFWinS already served 115,000 individuals in Luzon, Visayas, and in Mindanao. And by individuals, I mean students, teachers, and school staff. No? So, alam niyo po, noong annual LCF Corporate Social Responsibility Expo last month, may naging twist po ang ibig sabihin ng CSR. It was suggested that CSR now means collective social responsibility. Ayan, sabay-sabay, sama-sama. Kaya naman, our collective social responsibility for LCFWinS has assisted 28 schools, 11 barangays, 4 municipal health units, and 2 Department of Education district offices. Wow, that's truly good news, ano? And so it's obvious that with partnerships and collaborations, ladies and gentlemen, great things with social impact are made possible. Now, speaking of collaboration, we are honored to have her here on our program this afternoon, the chairperson of the League of Corporate Foundations and the president and chief operating officer of Aboitiz Foundation. Let us all give a virtual clap to Ms. Maribeth M. Marasigan.
Thank you very much, Dix, and a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. I hope that you're all well, safe, and healthy, especially now that there is a new threat of the Delta variant. I am happy to be here again kasi this means we're turning over some more hand washing stations and IEC materials. But this time, I'm wearing the Aboitiz hat. 2020 was an unusual time for all of us, but it was also a period of learning about the challenges and innovating ways to solve them. As the pandemic unfolds, we continue to learn, and we learned three more important themes that need urgent attention, which we considered in our ways forward. These themes also give us an opportunity to contribute significantly in helping our communities. So, first is the need to address the digital divide. Second is the need to focus on inclusive recovery and ensure that our programs benefit the poor, women, and other neglected groups. And lastly, resiliency cannot be emphasized enough. Today's world requires peoples, institutions, and enterprises to be resilient to multiple shocks and stresses by being prepared and able to bounce back better. Reg of the Manila Water Foundation emphasized the importance of our WASH program and our collaboration under the LCF banner. So we are one with LCF and the rest of the program sponsors who believe that there is a need to strengthen WASH in schools or water access, sanitation, and hygiene education, both in infrastructure and IEC, to support learning continuity amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. So despite the fact that there are no face-to-face classes today and probably not in the near future, we chose to forge ahead with this project in mind, with a future in mind, because hand washing needs to be the new norm. It's the minimum health standard. And if you want to encourage and drive this behavior, we need to be able to provide the means to make this happen. This program was officially launched in July last year during the celebration of CSR Week. So 1 year na siya. And today, we have about 8 partner member organizations collaborating with us in this program. Of course, we would like to thank the Manila Water Foundation as project implementer. And now, we, the Aboitiz Foundation, is joining this group of organizations in the League of Corporate Foundation through our Aboitiz business units, as mentioned earlier. So we have the Aboitiz Power Renewables, Inc., we have San Carlos Power, Inc., Davao Light and Power Company, Therma Luzon, Therma Visayas, Subic Enerzone, and Lima Enerzone as program sponsors. We hope that we will be able to encourage our other business units to also join us. As Aboitiz Foundation moves forward to its enhanced strategy of building resilient, empowered, and sustainable communities, joining a bigger initiative such as LCFWinS is a good venue to maximize our resources and create a long-term impact in both education and health sectors. Through today's MOA signing, we all take a significant part in making sure that our public schools become a safe and resilient learning environment in the future. We thank our business units for your commitment and support to Aboitiz Foundation in making a long-term impact to the schools and the communities. On behalf of the Aboitiz Foundation and the League of Corporate Foundations, I'd like to thank everyone who continues to support and innovate CSR initiatives to further advance business and communities. May this endeavor open more opportunities to collaborate and build resilient, empowered, and sustainable communities. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. Wash up, wash up, wash up.
Nahawa na rin po si Ma'am Maribeth. Yes, Miss Maribeth. Wash up, wash up. Daghang salamat, ma'am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, under this valuable partnership, Aboitiz Foundation will sponsor 9 units of 10 and 5 faucet hand hygiene facilities. The facility is designed to respond to COVID-19 challenges. Now, as you will see on your screen, this is how the facility will look like. No, it is a foot pedal operated and has properly distanced faucets. This is to reinforce physical distancing during group hand washing and facilitate the behavior of contactless hand washing. Now, each facility is installed with a soap dish to promote hand washing with soap, and it has signages on with the steps of proper hand washing, toothbrushing, and COVID-19 precautionary measures. Ayan, at nakita nyo naman po, it's permanently solid. This facility is built to last. It can be used amid the pandemic and beyond. And so some people might ask, wala namang pasok. Sinong gagamit ng facility? Meron po, definitely. The teachers, the staff, and the parents who exchange learning modules while the students are home they can use the facility to keep safe and have clean hands always. At syempre, when the indicators are better for the school community to go back on campus, the school is ready. With this partnership also, select schools will also receive hygiene kits for their students. Ayan, saktong-sakto po for the upcoming opening ng ating mga classes, no? So each hygiene kit contains soap, alcohol, toothbrush, toothpaste, and a washable face mask. These will help make sure our learners can practice good hygiene habits while learning from home. Ayan po. Okay, and now we come to a highlight of this program, the MOA signing between Manila Water Foundation and Aboitiz Foundation, which aims to extend support to the Wash in Schools or the WINS program of the Department of Education and its Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan or the BELCP to help provide a quality education during the COVID-19 pandemic. You know, dear friends, one of the principles of BELCP is to protect the health, safety, and well-being of learners, teachers, and non-teaching personnel and prevent the further transmission of COVID-19. It also aims to prepare the safe return on campus. Kaya swak na swak po, saktong-sakto ang pagtutulungan nating ito. We are one step ahead. Thanks to all our sponsors from the Aboitiz Group and also to the Aboitiz Foundation. And so now, I'd like to call in our partner, the LCF Chairperson, Aboitiz Foundation President and COO, Ms. Maribeth M. Marasigan, and the Executive Director of Manila Water Foundation, Mr. Reginald M. Andal. Hi, Sir Reg. Hi, Ma'am Beth. Okay, so Ms. Maribeth and Sir Reg, I'd like to request you now to kindly hold up the copy of the Memorandum of Agreement, which signifies Aboitiz Foundation and Manila Water Foundation's continuing partnership. Ayan. Okay, so I think we're all ready. Ready? Smile. Let's smile for the camera. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Ayan. Hindi lang po si Ma'am Beth at saka si Sir Reg ang andito, mga kaibigan. We would now like to call in our friends from the Aboitiz Group business units to switch on their cameras and join us for a photo opportunity. Okay, we have Mr. Arcel Madrid, the Reputation Manager, AP Renewables Incorporated, Macban Geo and TV Geo. Good afternoon, sir. And you also have Mr. Fermin Edilion, the Reputation Head of Davao Light and Power Corporation, Incorporated. Ayan, hi, sir. And Mr. Steve Getes, Reputation Manager ng Therma Luzon Incorporated and Therma Visayas Incorporated. We are also joined by Mr. Jeff Figueres. He is the Reputation Enhancement Supervisor of Subic Enerzone Corporation and Lima Enerzone Corporation. Ayan. Okay, everyone, let's smile for the camera. All right. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Ayan, thank you so much. Daghang salamat, damo gid nga salamat. Just mabals, ayan. So everyone's making that wash up sign. Thank you so much for the support, Ma'am Maribeth. Ayan. So now, dear friends, on August 6, this Friday na po, we will turn over 10 faucet hygiene facilities sponsored by Aboitiz Foundation and Therma Luzon Incorporated of Aboitiz Power. And on August 20, we will turn over another 10 faucet hygiene facility, this time in Toledo City, Cebu, sponsored by Therma Visayas Incorporated. We are very excited and energized for these events as we directly respond to an urgent need in the community and this partnership which magnifies the message of WASH. Now, let's hear it straight from our partners, ladies and gentlemen. We invited the school heads to share a message for you, their generous sponsors. Let's all watch this.
Karatong Tananong. Ako di ay ang principal of Batu Elementary School, Mr. Winnie G. Gutang, a newly installed principal last May 18, 2021. Dako kayo may pasalamat mo ang mga pugpong sa mga matutudlo sa Batu Elementary School nga nakadawat kami sa nga proyekto sa hand washing facility na sponsored by the Therma Visayas, Aboitiz Power and Aboitiz Foundation in cooperation with the Manila Water Foundation. And I'm very glad that this is the first time in Toledo City Division nga kami nakadawat o hand washing facility nga pinakadako sa tanang hand washing facilities na di-offer sa Department of Education. So dako kay gikatabang ang ano asing facility for our learners kay diha sila manghunaw dili lang kay ang mga kabataan kundi ang mga teachers o other stakeholders o Batu Elementary School. So dinhing dapita the teaching first of Batu Elementary School dako kaayo jud ko pasalamat og labing dungog sa among eskwelahan nga nakaangkon ani nga handwashing facility. Ako sang pahingaoton nga dili lang kini ang katapusan kundi dagan pa kaming madawat nga benepisyo from the Tarma Visayas o sa Aboitiz Foundation kay diin makatabang kini for the best implementation of our programs and projects o kani siya maoy dako kayong nakatabang sa amo ang mga internal and external stakeholders na diin ngari sa among nga eskwelahan. Sa among nga dawat no dili lang kami magpasalamat kundi sa among nga labang makagagahom kay wala pa siya, wala kami mahimo o wala kami madawat nga benepisyo. So dahang salamat og maayong tudto kanatong tanan.
Ang handwashing facility sa Bigo Elementary School ay hindi lamang mahalaga sa panahon ng kasalukuyang pandemya. Mahalaga ang pasilidad na ganito araw-araw upang mapanatiling malusog ang pangangatawan at makaiwas sa anumang uri ng sakit ang mga bata, ang mga guro, at pati na rin ang mga magulang na nagtutungo sa paaralan upang kumuha at maghatid ng modules ng mga mag-aaral. Napakahalaga ng handwashing facility na ito lalo na kapag nagkaroon na ng face-to-face classes. Ang Bigo Elementary School sa mga nakaraang evaluation ng WINS or Wash in Schools ay may rating na 0 star at isa sa mga salik ng pagkakaroon ng mababang marka ay ang kawalan ng washing facility na angkop sa standard ng Department of Education. May mga batang lumiliban sa klase dahil sa pagkakasakit at ang iba ay napabilang na sa mga dropout cases ng paaralan. Sa pagkakaroon ng maganda at maayos na handwashing facility, tinitiyak naming mga kawani ng Bigo Elementary School na ituturo sa bawat isang bata ang tamang paghuhugas ng kamay at ang kahalagahan nito sa ating kalusugan. Amin ding pagsusumikapan na masigurong walang batang papasok at lalabas ng paaralan na marurumi ang mga kamay dahil ang bawat isang bata ay alam na kung paano pahalagahan ang kanilang kalusugan. Ang pagkakaroon ng pinakamaganda at maayos na handwashing facility sa Bigo Elementary School ay hindi magiging posible kung hindi sa tulong ng Aboitiz Foundation Incorporated, Thermal Luzon Incorporated at Manila Water Foundation. Maraming salamat po sa napagandang handog ninyo sa aming paaralan. Malaki po ang maitutulong nito sa mga batang mag-aaral, sa mga guro at maging sa mga magulang at lahat ng mga taong pumapasok dito sa aming paaralan. Pagpalain nawa kayo ng poong may kapal at muli, maraming salamat.
Daghang salamat, sir, at ang ganda po ng inyong mensahe, ma'am. Tumpak po kayo at nakakatuwang nag-a-align po ang ating mga hangarin para sa ating mga mag-aaral. We thank our school heads for sending in their heartfelt messages and we'll see you soon po for our quick turnover ceremonies on August 6 and on September 3rd. Just to share with everyone, ladies and gentlemen, implementation activities are also underway in the following schools for LCFWinS Lingap Eskwela sa Pandemya. In Limao Elementary School in Calauan, Laguna, in Cale Elementary School in TV Albay, Mag-Amihan Elementary School in San Carlos City, Negros Occidental, Davao City National High School and San Roque Central Elementary School in Davao City, Old Cabalan Integrated School in Olongapo City, and in Bulihan Elementary School in Malvar, Batangas. Ayan, wow, ang dami. Okay, so now do watch out for the news on the turnovers in these schools. Thank you once again to our sponsors, the business units of the Aboitiz Group, and of course to Aboitiz Foundation. And now at this point, ladies and gentlemen, mga kaibigan, are you ready to know if you are one of the 10 lucky event sharers who will win a call and data load card. Ayan, so abangan nyo yan. But before that, let us review the steps of proper hand washing. Minsan kasi nagmamadali tayo, nakakalimutan natin ang wastong paraan ng paghuhugas ng kamay. Okay, kaya naman, let's say hello to Ate Pam and Kuya Melvin of Manila Water Foundation to remind us of the steps of proper hand washing through a very familiar and catchy song. Ayan, sabayan nyo rin sila ha. So, but remember ladies and gentlemen, proper hand washing can help us prevent the spread of viral diseases including coronavirus and all its variants. Let's all watch this.
Mga kamay ay basain, ang sabon ay kunin, kuskusin ang ating palad at likod ng mga kamay. Pagitan ng daliri, likod ng daliri, hinlalaki mga dulo at saka pulsuhan. Mga kamay ay basain, ang sabon ay kunin, kuskusin ang ating palad at likod ng mga kamay. Pagitan ng daliri, likod ng daliri, hinlalaki mga dulo at saka pulsuhan.
Ayan, sana sumabay kayo kina Ate Pam at Kuya Melvin. At sana rin po ay ibahagi nyo pa sa inyong mga kapamilya, katrabaho, ang 7 hakbang ng wastong paghuhugas ng kamay. O sundin ninyo ang mga signages na makikita ninyo sa itatayong hygiene facility sa inyong campus through the generosity of Aboitiz Foundation and the Aboitiz Group Business Units. Ayan. Sana po mga kaibigan ay na-inspire namin kayo ngayong hapon sa lakas at kagandahan ng pagtutulungan. At syempre, napaalalahanan to keep safe and be committed to proper hand washing. Maaari nyo pong ito ituro again sa inyong mga anak, sa pamangkin, apo at iba pang kasama sa bahay upang tayo ay manatiling ligtas at protektado sa mga sakit katulad ng COVID-19. Ayan, before we end, ladies and gentlemen, here are the 10 lucky winners of the call and data load cards worth 100 pesos. Ayan, sila po. Congratulations po sa inyo. And kindly send a message to Manila Water Foundation's Messenger account for the details on how to claim your prize. Ayan. So again, to be verified, mag-message po tayo sa Manila Water Foundation Messenger account. Congratulations! Ayan, mga kaibigan, tunay nga pong kapag tayo ay nagtutulungan, may mabuti at pagbabagong naidudulot ito para sa ating kapwa at komunidad. Bayanihan para sa paaralan, handang paaralan para sa handang pasukan. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon to witness the LCFWinS MOA signing between Aboitiz Foundation and Manila Water Foundation. This is Nix Hipolito reminding everyone to wash up, wash up! Bye!
Year after year, one thing has remained constant. Our goal to ensure meaningful economic development and uplift the lives of the people we serve. Every time we energize our cities, fulfill the dreams of the many, forge genuine partnerships, connect ideas, design experiences, and solve our toughest challenges. We drive change for a better world. From a small town in the Visayas to our journey to become global, we will remain at the helm. Because our business is your story of firm foundations, purposeful growth, and the future that we share. Aboitiz, 100 years of advancing business and communities.
Today, wake up to a new day, not knowing what this day will hold. Sometimes it's hard to get by, but I am reminded of the things that push me forward. The people who give me that little boost. A smile, a helping hand, it's those little things in between that make your journey in life full. And if we help each other, connect with one another, we may just be able to reach them a little easier. Because everyday acts of kindness can go a long way.